Export compliance doesn't just apply to the big guys. Even the smallest U.S. businesses that send their products to customers outside the country are subject to export regulations and could face substantial penalties for violating rules. Unfortunately, many don't understand the requirements until it's too late, and the penalties can be devastating. I'm Kari Crane, editor of Shipping Solutions International Trade Blog Passages. In this video, I'll explain the 6 steps every company should follow to protect against export violations. But first, make sure you subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any of our Basics of Exporting videos, sharing practical advice for exporters and importers. Businesses that are already exporting or are planning to start need to follow some basic steps to ensure they are compliant with U.S. export regulations. Properly classify your products. Once you've determined the Harmonized System or Schedule B code for your goods, you need to know if they're controlled for export by the U.S. government. Check the Export Administration regulations to see if your goods have an ECCN code, and if they do, the reasons for control. Items that are EAR 99 are low-tech and usually don't need licenses, but check for exceptions. License checks. Use your ECCN code and reasons for control to see if an export license is needed for specific countries. Embargoed countries like Iran and Syria almost always require licenses. Screen everyone involved. Check restricted party lists before any export, even for EAR 99 items. These lists include individuals, businesses, and organizations involved in illegal activities, and it is a violation of export regulations to export to anyone on these lists. Using software like Shipping Solutions can simplify license checks and restricted party screening. Watch for red flags. Be suspicious of unusual orders or requests that don't make sense. Know how your products will be used. Some end uses are prohibited. BIS publishes a list of red flags to help you identify potential issues. Be aware of deemed exports. Sharing technical data or allowing foreigners to see your products counts as an export. Follow the same steps as physical exports for deemed exports. Document everything. Document that export regulations are being followed and keep copies of export forms and compliance documentation for at least 5 years. This shows good faith effort and can help reduce penalties in case of issues. Companies of all sizes need to be aware of their responsibilities as exporters. We explain each of these 6 steps in much more depth in our free white paper, What You Need to Know About Export Compliance. Look for a link below. If you liked this video, like it, share it, and subscribe to our channel. Watch for more videos sharing real practical advice about export documentation, compliance, and the latest changes affecting exporters. You'll also find hundreds of articles about every aspect of exporting on our blog, shippingsolutions.com/blog. You'll find a link below.